Okay, so this is the new segment, listener comments and questions. I feel like this is a long overdue thing as well. We
Hello, listeners.
Hello, listeners. We've had a few comments on Instagram and emails, and there's a survey that we have as well. So I think it's important to recognize that you guys are contributing to our content as well. So if you want to have your say on things that we're talking about, drop a comment on our Instagram posts or drop us a DM. Send us an email, kaizenculture.info@gmail.com, and we'll get to your comments and questions. So the first one that we had here on the Olympics chat, after we've been talking all about the rule changes and the possibilities of getting into Brisbane, Andrew Lim writes in, what are your thoughts then on karate's chances to be included for Brisbane 2032? Mish Wilson follows that up. My view is 2032 will be a massive ask. Competing with other sports who have millions of dollars to support their bid will be tough. And it's sort of the same sort of thing we were saying in the last episode. It's just, I don't think it's going to happen. Not at all.
There are a lot of sports that sort of go before karate that have a chance to debut in the 32 or be the second time running. So it's going to be really tough for karate to make a case to feature in the 32 Olympics. And then also it depends how we are as a nation at that point, how competitive we are on the world stage. That's going to play into it, because that's what Karate Australia would use as an argument for it to be put in the Olympics if we do have chances at medals. But yeah, it'd be very tough for the Olympics to be in.
I think it's just no chance.
just flat out.
I think any Olympics.
Any Olympics.
I think it's just done.
Wow. Just because of our performance from 2020, or just because of how supported we are as a sport?
I think a bit of both, and all factors. I think unless in several years' time it's a non-WKF different type of version, I just think it's not happening.
Wow, that's huge. Well, thanks, Andrew
Hot take.
Lim, for that. And unfortunately, to crush everyone's dreams. But I don't want to crush everyone's dreams. It's just being realistic, right? Like, I know it would be awesome for our sport to get in. I just think we've got, like we said last episode, a long way to go.
Yeah. And we have alternatives to the Olympics. It's not like it is the be-all and end-all of karate. We have the World Championships, and now we have the Team Championships. There are plenty of insanely high-level events that we do. So, I mean, just because we're not in the Olympics, it's not a big deal. You've got plenty to aim for within the world of karate.
100%.
But it would be nice.
Yeah, it would have actually be so good. Cool. And then one more we had here, which was on another comment about the rule changes going a bit too quick. Jessica Bradich Johnson, one problem with the change in rules is giving so many warnings without penalties encourages time wasting, and it's not enjoyable to watch. What are your thoughts on that?
I think you can look at it from two different angles. Like I sort of like the tactfulness, tactics involved. The tactics involved in using your warnings to your advantage. I don't mind the whole being able to step out just before the 15 seconds goes off and using that to reset, and then it's tense for the last 15 seconds. That's a very recent rule change. I don't mind it at all, but I get how from a spectator point of view it can be, well, that they just
wasting time.
Yeah, wasted time, stepped out of the mat. It's not...
Sure, it can look gimmicky.
Yeah, it doesn't align with the values of the sport.
Oh,
sure.
Okay.
It's like...
Ethos?
Damn it. You had to say
what an opportunity. Yeah. Especially with some of the other rules trying to encourage more engagement. And then you can step out.
But if you think about it, there's actually less warnings. Before, when you had the two categories, category 1, you had 3 before disqualification. Category 2, you had 3 before disqualification. So it was 6 total warnings, whether that was contact or step out. Now you only got 4 total warnings.
Yeah.
And then you got the disqualification.
I think it depends what you're getting. Like, you kind of have more if you stick to one.
Yeah.
But you have less if you're getting both.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's less warnings.
Yeah.
I like that it's lumped in now, all the warnings together. I really like that. And I like that overall there's less. I think if you've stepped out a couple of times or it's in the last 15 seconds, you've then got to worry about contact and, it's both, both sets of old warnings.
Yeah, because you would see sometimes, like, if you stepped out, like let's say a couple of years ago, you stepped out, you're in your last category 2 warning, they go, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit someone.
Yeah.
And then you get a contact warning. But really now, if you do that, you get disqualified. So you've got to be super clean if you're on the last warning to not get disqualified.
Yeah. Back in the day, it used to be even more brutal, and you got points against for points.
Could you imagine that?
Remember,
should we bring it back if we want to?
Is that what Jess was referring to? Maybe as well.
Maybe the
like
running
having
around.
some more penalties with the points going against you.
That would be rough because you know how hard it is to score points now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you're just giving away points,
I do like that we moved away from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people there was the score would be like 3-2. And nobody actually scored an attack. It was just points against.
And how crazy was it is that you would do the first warning.
I got hit in the head.
Then the second warning, it was 1 point. The third warning, it was 2 points.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just nuts.
That's how I got most of my points back in the day. Get hit in the head.
Hit me.